morning, WW Robinson. Today is November 12th, 2019. I have Nicholas here with me. How are you this morning, Nicholas?
I'm good.
Good. And yesterday was your birthday, so It's a great week for you. All right. It is day 8 in our rotation, and tell us what's for lunch today.
We've got beef taco, lettuce and tomato, corn, peaches, pineapple chunks, cinnamon roll, and a choice of milk.
Ooh, everybody loves Taco Day. Do you like Taco Day?
Yes.
Yeah, I do too.
My sister has a field trip today, and she packed. And I'm like, you're missing out.
Oh, she is so missing out. Sorry. But she'll have fun on her field trip, I'm sure. Speaking of field trips, 4th grade, make sure you behave today on your field trip. And if anybody goes to the electricity room, this isn't a very good picture, but Miss Proctor's son is in there. You make sure you tell him hi and try and embarrass him a little bit. But Miss Proctor's son will be there. His name is Justice, and you make sure you tell him hi from his mom, from his mommy. How about that? I think that'll be good and embarrassing. Okay. I don't know if they'll be able to embarrass him. He's kind of hard to embarrass. But, all right. So, 4th grade, have fun on that field trip today. And we have Lola here this morning to tell us about the weather. So, Lola, come on over. How are you this morning? Come over here. I'll hold this so we can see you. What is the weather?
Rainy.
And what else?
Cloudy.
Yeah. It's really cloudy, and looks like it could start raining any second, doesn't it? Dark clouds out there. That one looks like a rain cloud right there. Thank you so much. Good job, Lola. And we have Gabriella here to lead us in the pledge, so please stand. All right, ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Good job, Gabriella. Please join me for a moment of silence. Thank you. All right, we have some birthdays today on the 12th celebrating. We have Kason Bowers, Riley Clem, and Megan Edmondson. So happy birthday to those folks. Hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. And we are going to read a little bit this morning. We're on chapter 3. We're going to see if Lawrence gets up, is able to fly. So chapter 3. I'm going to jump from the platform now, Marcus, and then we're going to fly up through the trees. You might feel some leaves brushing past you as we go. Are you ready for that? Okay, I'm ready, I said, closing my eyes. Hold on tight, he said. I could feel Lawrence take a hop and then a leap, and he flapped his wings noisily as we flew up into the tree. Twigs and leaves hit me in the face. I clenched every part of my worm body tightly. After what seemed like ages, I opened my eyes. We'd flown up into the sunny blue sky. Just to remind you, in case you have forgotten, I am a worm. I usually spend my time in the dark, under the ground. But now I was sitting on this super soft flying bird cushion up high in the sky. When I looked down, I could see the trees and the houses below getting smaller and smaller. I felt so many things at once, amazed, excited, and terrified. Part of me wanted to take a little nap and forget that this was happening. And another part of me wanted to be sick. My worm stomach felt really funny all of a sudden. Are you okay? Lawrence asked. I couldn't speak. The wind was flapping against my face. If you feel a little funny, look at the horizon, Lawrence shouted. Please try not to throw up on me. I stared ahead at the green and brown fields. Looking at the view made my stomach forget that it was upset. When you're ready, Marcus, open up the map and tell me which way we need to fly. We have to head south towards France. See if you can find the way to Paris. Okay, I shouted back. There was a lot of things to think about. I was almost getting the hang of this flying business. I unfolded the large map suddenly, feeling confident about my new job as a navigator. Okay, so I'm going to make a prediction. He's on top of a bird, flying through the air, and he's getting ready to open a map. Now, what do you think's going to happen?
I think that map is going to take some wind.
Oh, I think you might be right. So let's see what happens. Immediately, a gust of wind caught the map and tossed it into the air.
Called it.
I watched as it became a small square speck in the distance. That's the end of my navigation career, I thought. Without a map, I was of no use to Lawrence. What would he do when he found out? Would he eat me for his lunch? Or maybe he'd keep me for his dinner? There was not a lot I could do until he made a decision about when to eat me. Until then, I may as well relax and enjoy the ride, I thought, snuggling deep into Lawrence's soft feathers. We need to cross the English Channel first. Have you seen it on the map? Lawrence asked. It's blue. Oh, yes, I lied. It's on the right. Lawrence turned his body and we flew toward some bright yellow fields. That works pretty well, I thought. I could see a horse in a far-off field galloping in a pasture. Fly toward the horse and then turn left, I said. Lawrence changed direction again. It was great. Lawrence was doing everything that I asked him to do. This was better than flying a potato in my potato spaceship dream. Fly higher. We went up and up until I could hardly breathe. Lower, I said, and we flew so low that the grass swished against Lawrence's fat belly. Now do a loop-de-loop. That was a good one. Afterward, I had to concentrate on the horizon again. Must have made me feel sick. Lawrence didn't question any of my instructions until I said, now fly backward. Does the map really say that? Lawrence called up to me. I've got a funny feeling about this, Marcus. You do know how to read maps, don't you? I didn't say anything. I was a little bit worried that he might change his mind about eating me for breakfast. If I told him the truth, Lawrence turned around to look at me. You don't even have the map. He was angry. That's it. When I'm sad or frightened, I like to burrow into the earth. It's very calming and relaxing being in the ground, surrounded by lovely, cool, safe mud. Forgetting where I was, I flopped down and dug into Lawrence's soft feathered wing. But digging a hole in the ground is not the same as digging a hole in the sky. I found this out the hard way. One moment, I was comfortably perched on Lawrence's back, immersed in a million soft feathers, and the next moment, there was nothing there at all. It was just air. I spun and tumbled, free-falling speedily toward the broccoli-looking trees. I closed my eyes and tried to multiply 2,657 by 6,765 in my head. Now, if he could do that in his head, he's a pretty smart worm. I'm not sure if I did figure out the answer because the next thing I knew, I was sleeping in a very comfortable bed that felt like it was made out of mashed potatoes. I opened my eyes. Lawrence was looking at me. There was no mashed potato bed. I was lying on my back on the grass in a field. Where are the mashed potatoes? I asked Lawrence sleepily. There are no mashed potatoes. You must have been dreaming. Are you okay? He asked with a worried look on his face. I think so, I said, sitting up. Lawrence folded his wings across his front. The worried look went away and he was angry again. You told me that you knew how to map read. No, I didn't. I'd said things to Lawrence that weren't quite true, but I was sure that I hadn't said I could map read. You did. No, I didn't. I was beginning to get angry. You're really mean, Lawrence. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm going home. I got up from my bed of grass and wiggled farther into the field. I wanted to get away from Lawrence as fast as I could. You don't even know where you're going, Lawrence called out to me. Yes, I do, I said, lying again. I didn't know what to do. I was lost, but I couldn't turn back. I wiggled some more and stopped to think, pretending that I was admiring the view. As I was pretending to admire the view, I noticed that there actually was a view, and it looked oddly familiar, just like the cover of Lawrence's Paris guidebook. Was it? It was. The Eiffel Tower. Lawrence, I said, forgetting that I was upset with him. What? Are you going to admit you're lost? I'm not lost. I know exactly where we are. No, you don't. I do. We're in Paris. No, we're not, he said, hopping over to stand next to me. We both looked at the Eiffel Tower. Oh, he said with bright eyes and a smile on his beak. So we are. The sun was setting and cast a long shadow on the famous landmark. It was spectacular. All right, boys and girls. So you can see what he thinks is the Eiffel Tower. These are actually what? Electric wires. Yeah,
wires.
they're actually
Yeah.
electric wires. All right, so we're going to stop there for today. And do you have any shout outs?
Miss Wetzel's class, and especially Malachi, because he gave me a huge Kit Kat.
For your
My
birthday? Awesome. What a great friend. All right. Anything else? That's good. So you can choose to be the kind of leader that you would follow and make it a great day. So long.